Fellow Kenyans, the long-awaited judgment from the High Court three-judge bench is finally out. And let me tell you, it is a legal masterpiece of absolute political gymnastics. What we witnessed yesterday from Justices Eric Ogola, Anthony Murima, and Dr. Freda Mugambi is a classic case of breaking a man's legs, giving him a multi-million shilling bandage, and then claiming that you cannot fix the actual fracture because doing so will cause confusion in the house. It is a landmark contradiction that heavily favors the G perspective. The bench openly admitted that the Senate ruthlessly infringed upon Rigathi Gachagua's right to a fair trial when they refused to grant an adjournment while he was literally fighting for his life on a hospital bed. To remedy this, the court awarded Gachagua 50 million shillings in constitutional damages. But wait, in a bizarre twist of constitutional logic, they refused to nullify the impeachment itself. And why is that? They argued that reinstating Gachagua will create a crisis of having two deputy presidents at the same time. To the layman, this is exactly like a football referee admitting that a striker was violently fouled inside the penalty box, awarding a penalty kick, but then ruling that the goal cannot be counted because the opposing team has already celebrated, and changing the scoreboard now will cause chaos in the stadium. African elders were right when they said that you cannot clap with one hand, nor can you slice a piece of meat and tell the cow it was done in fairness. By ruling that a completed political process cannot be undone, even when infected by blunted constitutional violations, the court has walked into a dangerous trap. It has essentially told Parliament that if you're going to violate someone's right, just do it fast enough so that by the time they get to court, the seat is already occupied. This stands in direct tension with Article 165(3)(d)(2) of our Constitution, which mandates the High Court to strike down anything inconsistent with the supreme law. Instead, the court shrank its own canopy over the Bill of Rights. This mirrors the darkest days of political expediency in Kenyan history, echoing the warning of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga era, where governance looks democratic on paper, but the output is predetermined by raw power. To the ordinary mwananchi, this cements the belief that the law is a spider's web. It catches the weak, while the politically heavy-footed crash right through it. But mathematically and politically, this ruling does not diminish Rigathi Gachagua. It canonizes him as a political martyr. By awarding him 50 million shillings for a violated right, the High Court has handed him the ultimate political weapon. He can now traverse the Mount Kenya backyard and say with absolute authority that even the courts agreed that he was stripped of his clothes while he was sick on a hospital bed, and that they paid him 50 million shillings because they knew they broke the law to get rid of the son of Mau Mau. African elders were right when they said that the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. The political elite successfully wielded the legal axe, but the political base on the mountain will remember the unfairness of the wound. In finality, the High Court has tried to walk a tightrope across a political chasm. They created a judgment that is legally schizophrenic, unlawful in process, but lawful in finality. Gachagua leaves the courtroom with a heavy wallet, but the Kenyan Constitution lives with a heavy heart, bruised by the harsh reality that in this country, procedural speed can entirely trump substantive justice. My name is Biketi. If it is your first time here, make sure to follow this channel and to subscribe for more political analysis.